everyone an extra boost.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be playing some Genshin Impact.
Oh, it has to catch this guy's spawn.
Anyway, now that we're doing that, let's just go and do what Navia wants us to do.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, the same dude. Yo, Zoom James, the goat, the rat man. Let's see if Sage can pull through though. Oh, this is gonna be big. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, what?
Okay, yeah guys, we've almost done it.
Okay, double.
And TP waypoint, 3 Primo Gems, yay.
On fire around him. Oh, we're going for a knife. He pulled down the brimstone. I swear.
But guys, like always, I swear, the glider that I have on my Nouvelette fits Nouvelette so perfectly. Almost too perfectly.
Uh-oh. Can he catch up though? He probably should have done defense first. Oh, that's true. His offense was really good. If he went defense first, he would have won.
Ultra.
But can he wall himself in and defuse? Imagine if he walls himself in, diffuses, and then the brimstones can't hit their fucking mollies. Nice. Spike gets planted though. He's gonna molly them. Oh, this is looking rough. I'll get this brim.
Thank you. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, that's tough. He doesn't get the route. Unlucky. Yeah, if he went attack, I think he would have been fine. Nice try. My man needs to go hunting though. Nice try. Oh, one man. He needs to thin them down. Oh, he sees a bunch here. But there's a fucking rat. There's a rat. Woo! Nice try. GG's. These rats are crazy.
There's an age-old question in competitive gaming. What is more important, team coordination or individual performance? This is even more prominent in Valorant, which has entire roles based on setting up other players for success. But on the flip side, it also has agents that are entirely reliant on their individual performance for success. To put this to the test, I'm giving myself massive limitations, and I'm trying to prove how teamwork and communication beats individual performance almost every time. In order to do this, I turned Valorant into an RPG, or role-playing game, where instead of having access to every gun in the game, I'm incredibly limited and only have access to one weapon in each rank. I'll be starting in Iron with only a knife. If I win the game, I rank up and progress to a new weapon. If I lose, I have to spin this punishment wheel and run it back until I win a game. I'll be going from Iron all the way to Radiance in this video. But to not ruin anyone's competitive experience, I've filled these lobbies with subscribers from each rank. Here we go. Oh my gosh, he's staring at himself on the TV. What is that? What is that? You see who that is? He fucking got himself. Each rank, I'll be randomly generating my agent, and for Iron, we got Cypher. That makes sense. Haven't played enough Cypher on the Cypher to Radiant. No, that's fair. No, it makes sense. That's perfect.
Yes, boys, so when we're done.
And we don't have comms to talk to each other. So we're getting the real Iron experience right now, since we can't communicate with each other. No! Yes! A big part of going knife only in Iron is communication and helping the team out with good game sense, despite me being knife only. So, yeah, this is the comms being down is a bit rough. 100. I can't, dude. I keep calming. I just keep yelling louder because they can't hear me. I mean, we'll take it. Let's go!
Catch mind-blowing deals on all metal posters. November display kicks off with new exclusive drops. And
First game in Iron, no comms because they're down, and we barely win 13-11. Let's go, dude. Iron was a quick win. Now let's move on to Bronze, where I'm only allowed to use the Bucky's right click. If you don't know how that works, here's a quick breakdown. It shoots a single pellet that explodes into 5 pellets after 7 meters. If you're too close or too far, it does very little damage, making it potentially the hardest
Guys,
game to use.
I did not just know this.
Just the
I did not know the Bucky had a right click.
Sage. And
Guys, I used to be a Bucky main, but I never knew Bucky had a right click.
nice.
And now that I know it has a right click, I'm gonna be kind of devious with that. Because it's basically a sniper rifle now. Where's my room?
No,
Where's my room?
This isn't fair.
Where's my room? Can't see my room. My room. I still don't know where my room is. Bro, where's my room?
Holy.
Oh, I got it. It's inside the building, isn't it? I swear, sometimes I can be so extremely dumb.
No. I hit him both.
Nope, I still don't know where my room is.
They were too close.
Is this my room just like a table? Where's... Oh, finally found it. At least it's good enough.
You hit left and low.
He's probably on.
Winnable.
Let's go. Holy crap, what a round.
You don't know if you
Nice.
Back to the poison. Oh, wait, let me loud it up so you can hear a bit.
Silver.
There's not much for them to do here at the
Now
moment.
on to silver with only
Kind of gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them out.
Also, guys, I keep on messing up. I accidentally spilled ketchup inside the turn off and on button on my phone. So now it's like really, really sticky and it doesn't make that weird click when you turn it off. It's really hard to turn off. And I don't know how to get it out safely without, using water. So please tell me down in the comments. I really need
How
help.
could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Nice, let's go. We're currently top fragging the lobby with
Guess
Troy
Prima
and
wasn't
Logan,
speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere.
Sorry, excuse me.
I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle.
Be like, hey, let's
But
go, hey. Or
that
like, hey,
does
let's make
prove
it go beat.
that this Fache person is a key witness in the incident.
Beats having like
Does
a higher level strategy.
That mean we're too late,
9
though?
out of 10 times, if that makes sense. So like, if you're
No.
in a low rank, you want
There
to
is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to.
Yeah, stop playing.
And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette, a place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanette you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
So Nervalette maintains an archive of case files?
No, I had a small time and I could have gone.
Guess that's the hardworking Chief Justice for you. In that case,
Also, guys, wish me on my Farina pools. Also, guys, I increased the live stream button, which means yes, I can now live stream with X recorder. So yeah, hope you're ready about that, boys and girls,
Let's
but
go see
boys.
the Honorable Chief Justice.
But we lost the game. Since we got our first loss, I have to do the first spin on the skin. It landed on buy a skin, so I did a giveaway in chat, then ran it back in silver.
Run it back, boy. Okay, boom, we got one more, so that's more stuff to put into my jangling. I've got some whooper flower stuff. I only did a little bit of grinding when I wasn't recording. All I did was get some whooper flowers. And it's almost 7 o'clock where I live, because I live in the UK. Which means I even need to complete my Spanish homework. Anyway, guys, guess when my birthday is? El cumpleaños. SL. Wait, let me try it again. No, is it me or El cumpleaños? Mi cumpleaños SL 25 de octubre. I'm pretty sure you already know my birthday, but yeah, kind of just felt like saying it in Spanish. Embarrassing.
Classic. My agent was Neon, and things are going to start getting significantly more difficult.
More like Sigma. Dun 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 dun.
But they're using their mics and are playing around my limitations as much as they can.
Also, now that I know that Bucky has like a sniper function, my jet plays are gonna be so much better.
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Actually, how would jet like? Imagine ISO using like a sniper shotgun. It would be so like funny.
It's so weird.
Although it wouldn't be very practical it wouldn't actually be very practical for him at all, actually, a shotgun. So I think we may just have to use like ranged kind of weapons. Easy. And I already have Nouvellette, which means this is gonna be easy. Also, guys, do you know that means we're on chapter 2? Which means if we complete chapter 2 fast enough, we're on chapter 3. And chapter 3 is Fortress of Meripede, if I'm not mistaken. And then chapter 4, no. Yeah. Chapter 3, Fortress of Meripede. And then chapter 4 is like second part, the Fortress of the Meripede part, where we have to discuss with Alakino and do some stuff.
It's nice, dude. Once the classic's good. Oh, nice try, guys. That was a tough one.
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters.
I don't know why she sounds so goofy, though.
Look pretty heavily guarded.
I'm not even being rude, though, but she actually does sound goofy.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Goofy?
Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Yep. Anyone can tell.
Mm-hmm.
If you're
Keep on
here
saying yep,
just
yep.
to grab
It makes me think
I
that you're
what
more
you
emergency
would
filled.
because unlike some, we're
And if you don't get it like yep, like when they say it to animals. Which is kind of just proving emergency food.
Shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great...
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be...
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Is that even a thing?
Yes, it is. Guys, I don't know
Of
what's
course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
Guys, I don't know, but I think somebody's using illegal
Just
fireworks.
inside.
And what I mean by illegal fireworks is they're setting up so many. It's so bright, and it kind of sounds like gunshots, actually. And there's so many being fired off at once. I hope I'm okay.
Please come in.
Look, it's Nouvellette speaking to Nouvellette.
Most insane right click I've ever seen. I right clicked the biker that was right here, and I headshot safe that guy. I thought bringing to the class building was really rough, but Leon might be the best.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nouvellette. We only like to get in because...
It's all right. Please let-
So you're not...
We're looking for a man called Vacher. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
Ah, I see. In that case,
That was the competitive experience.
500 years worth of memories. And the reason I know is because I watched the trailer and it says 500 years of the play, so.
Yoru, dude, we are getting duelist after duelist.
I swear, who is...
Like behind you.
I don't even think those... Guys, I'm actually kind of scared. I don't think those are fireworks. They're going off too many times at
quite
once.
certain that no one by the name of Vacher has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years.
Oh no, guys, they are fireworks.
Records of
They
him
are
either
fireworks, but I think they may be illegal ones. They're not gunshots. It's because I can hear them flying into the sky and making like a screech sounds. Gunshots don't make those sounds. It kind of sounds like when I used to go to my dad's workplace in Peckham. That's what it sounds like.
That was disgusting.
Traveler, what if it was really just...
Is that so? All right, then. Thank you so much.
What about if the reason he was never found is because he never testimonied to anything.
Miss
Or he
Navia,
changed his name.
I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply...
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret? No,
Like,
you are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words.
that's because he's crying on the inside.
Because you felt like you should.
Is definitely going up, and it's hard to fully play around my limitations. After barely losing and
It's just like last time.
I had to turn it
After
off.
my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead.
Wait, what?
In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear.
Flashing carrot?
If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel? Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die?
She's
Despised and
crying.
hated by all. Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice.
I actually swear, why are they setting up so much fireworks? It's nighttime.
Let's go,
I
traveler.
need to
and
wake up
Paimon.
early so I can go to school. Please stop banging.
Unfortunately, I can't use the primary and all five.
And why is it brightening up everything so much?
We randomly rolled.
It's kind of as if they're shooting the fireworks at the floor and not in the sky. Because they're making so much light. They're lighting up the block for like 1 second.
And of course, make more money. Well, it might be time for you to upgrade to TubeBuddy Pro. Sadly, while
I hope the houses don't catch on fire. I'm actually kind of scared now.
why? Well,
Guys, sorry, I'm gonna be AFK. I'm just gonna like check. Go downstairs and check something real quick.
details and not focus on the important parts. Making great videos that people want to watch. You might already know about the free version of TubeBuddy. It's packed with more than 30 free tools to make it easier for you to navigate and grow your YouTube channel. But today, I'm talking about TubeBuddy Pro, the upgrade version that includes unlimited access to
Navia, are you okay?
great features that
Okay, guys, I have good news.
I'm fine.
I have good news and bad news. Bad news is there's no sign of stopping. There's lots of fireworks. Good news is it's not gunshots at all. It's just my neighbors.
Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
It rains because Nouvelette's crying. Nouvelle has feelings.
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that. But didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water and then got washed away with the rain? Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
There's so many.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. right. How did I not connect the dots earlier? All right, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
Oh, I pulled out my cam accidentally. I got to. Oh gosh.
Great.
I swear, when will they stop? So many.
We're sending a pizza to a viewer. So we're gonna give away. I'll just PayPal you and you can buy a pizza, and I'll trust you that you're gonna buy a pizza. Ready, roll. Hurry! Congratulations on the pizza. Using the Bucky only in Diamond proved to be a lot more challenging than I originally anticipated. It's a great gun, but so many of my opponents were playing smart and taking long fights, leaving me to have such a small individual impact to the game. That's what it is. Dude, I just thought maybe there's a chance they push fast. Oh, man.
Go to push on. Yeah, at least it's another TP waypoint. Free primos. Can't wait to pick up Farina. Wait. I just saw something. Oh no, I thought the wish thing had disappeared for a second. Yeah, one day something. Which means it's gonna happen on Tuesday, yeah.
Whoa, what a huge ship! Why would a ship be anchored at a place like this?
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters. My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history, but now that Paimon has seen this ship for...
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all.
I see the value in my own, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people involved.
My phone is legit overheating right now, guys. I'm taking out the charger. My phone's legit going burn. I can't wait to make breakfast muffins in school for my food tech class. Also, guys, I'm not leaking to you which grammar school I go to, but yeah. Why would I? I'm not dumb. Or am I? Did it? You'll just never know. Also, guys, again, sub to my way up, he's okay. I'm stuck at bottom. Boom.
Maloose, we're back!
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners.
You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so...
About that, it's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Malouse? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were...
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce...
Yeah, that's
pleasant
definitely made out of...
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the
Yeah, I knew it.
primordial water
It was
could be used
definitely
to
made out
produce
of
some
primordial
kind of
water.
potion?
Ain't no way. Is it?
He did.
Oh, let me guess. The guy
Considering what we
drank
know
some.
now,
And they
it's
like
almost certain that
activated
synth
in
is
his body,
created
like I
using
said
water
last
from the primordial
episode.
sea.
I think it
If
was
you
in the
drink synth for
deleted
an
episode, but it
extended
didn't
amount of
get
time,
transferred.
you'll suffer many side
But if
effects,
you still,
such as
but if it
losing the
was,
ability to
here's a
focus
recap.
or control
I
your
said they may
emotions.
put a pill
And
or
if you were to
something that
stop
was filled
drinking
with
it completely,
primordial jade
you'll experience
seawater
flashes of
inside
paranoia
of
and
the
anxiety,
person's
while
body,
lacking
so
energy
they
to do
couldn't
anything.
activate it on
It's an
command.
extremely dangerous substance.
But I also said, what about if
As
it
he
wasn't
oversaw
activated on
Poisson,
command and it was
my
just
father was
delayed?
compelled to put a
Because
stop
they
to
wanted
synth
to kill him
use
anyway.
and called for a complete
So he could
ban of it.
never ever say anything.
Bosses
The guy, the
compromising
like policeman who
attitude
got
incurred the
dissolved into
Synthbender's
water.
wrath. But no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant. The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing
Nah,
his
that's
destroyed
definitely
by
Vache.
synthesis. That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food.
But let me guess, he got...
We heard
Oh.
2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
How did that happen? Aren't they on the same side?
Oh.
Just like Lenny's case, doesn't it?
I think they used primordial
The culprit seems
water,
obvious.
but instead of using it inside the body, they put it in the brain, which is technically still inside the body, but they put it in the brain to influence them. I don't know. I'm just pulling these ideas out of my butt
We
cheeks
also
right
saw
now,
there were
actually.
some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one... You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out. I'm finally headed towards the truth.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with zero warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth. On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as you're and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning. Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of
Yeah, it
peace.
really is just a
We have
French
been allowed to
country,
live out
really.
our lives. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. and Spina di Rosula is barely getting by.
Is going to be my toughest
Nothing has
challenge
changed.
yet.
Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly?
Wait, so how did her dad even die? Because you
Not
said
so
that her dad
sadly,
was holding.
and certainly not
Oh, it wasn't her dad who was
now. I
holding
want to
the gun.
find out
Okay,
the
okay,
real
okay. I think
answer
I get
for
it now.
everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for my...
Sylvia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Maloose.
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, boss, but what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
What?
What?
Yeah.
You're so good with a shorty, bro.
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live. And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina di Rosula about the details. But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right. So nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
Shoot, dude.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
But they have.
No.
They poisoned her drink.
Believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss.
I find it funny that they just name him Boss.
Dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful was still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
So he chose to die in silence so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid
I
you're
know.
not
I used to like
understanding
Navia, but now I
this
don't really. I think she's just complaining too much. Complain at Nouvellette. Zero reason. I know you have something with Coran, but still, complain to Coran. Basically, zero reason. Coran came in for the clutch.
I'm sure
And now she's even complaining at our father, who is dead.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight?
Actually, no, she's not complaining, but
He might
honestly,
have set up everything
she is crying. She's crying a lot over this. I'm not being heartless or anything, but I'm saying,
That the amount of
for how
confidence he had
much
in me?
she was
And what if I was
hyping
never
up
able to
her
make it to
people
where
and
I am
stuff,
now?
her fighting skills with her people aren't very good, as they couldn't solo the mechas. But psh,
Yeah, I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Maloose, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
it's the location where Synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters. When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and there's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside, nor what people we may be able to capture. But A single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you put a lot of thought into this, Maloose.
Well, at least Malus is thinking, right, guys?
I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time...
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here. When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reaction. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people. The first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Huh? Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cap...
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild in Poisson. The Boss helped it to grow to its current... In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around with a lot of business connections in the city.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards.